Hey guys, what's up? Ready to play this match. This is Endgame chess versus the Mermaids. I don't know who the Mermaids are, but they have a very weird team. I'm gonna join now. Yeah, this team looks very, very strong. What do I mean by weird? For instance, board number 3, Olympia Cara. his his rapid rating is 1265. His bullet rating is almost 2300. It's actually more than 1000 rating difference um, between those tank controls. That's so weird. And he's 2200 in bullet. So I assume you start, if you don't play games, you start at 1200 maybe? That's my only guess. And then we have another 1200 whose blitz rating is 2100, bullet only 1600. Anyway, they seem very strong. My opponent, this is me, right? Yeah. My opponent is 1800 rapid, 2100 blitz. You tell chess.com what you think you should start at. 1200, 1500, or 1800. You tell them. When you choose, when you. Okay. I don't remember that. Okay. So I guess these guys chose 1200, which to my eyes, if you're at 2100 or 2300 strong player, you shouldn't choose 1200. Come on. When I started, it might not have been a thing, yeah. And then maybe the players in boards number 1 and 2, they probably picked 1800 because the number is too rounded. They're exactly 1800. So maybe they also have no games in Rapid. Okay, so board number 1, they're like the other way around, right? The team. If we sort the players via by blitz rating, they're like reversed. Maybe they got a lot stronger than 1200, but never played Rapid since then. So we take a look at the blitz rating. Board number 1 is 1800, also very rounded, so maybe he didn't play any blitz games. Board number 2 is 2100, board number 3 is 2300. This is insane. Okay, never mind, we'll do our best as usual. This is 10 plus 5, 2 games. We will fight. We will not make it easy for them. Massive team, yeah. Yep. Some notifications here. All right, and here, yeah. So 3 minutes to start. Let's see how's it going. Hey civilian, what's up? $19.80 again on leeches, almost 2K. Good job. So close yet so far. Yeah, but don't you worry. Rating's just a number. Well, I guess it's a big milestone to change the first one for a 2. It's just a number. It goes up and down. Who cares? Okay, 1 minute to start the match. I should focus a bit. You had a weird endgame. You can share with us if you want. You can share it on Discord if you want. Maybe next day we can analyze it if you feel like it's interesting to analyze it. Okay, they have another 1200 who's 21 who's 2200 in bullet. This is they have so stupid ratings. So stupid ratings. They're gonna farm our our ratings in this match. So bad. Okay, let's go. Starting in 10. Last time we were the visitor and I started with white in the second board. And this time it happens the same. So I guess it makes sense. Or was I board number 3? Can't really recall. Okay. Let's go for the Alaping. I'm going to assume that my opponent is 2100, yeah. Or at least around that number. Okay, going for the main line. I like this. I missed so much this line. Because in Galicia, everyone plays knight f6 instead of d5. No one plays classical online. Why would you? I would only play classical online with a friend. Like if I know the other person, like I trust him and so. Okay, knight f3 makes sense. Well, I guess here's where c4, d5 could be an idea. Because he's playing moves that are not the main moves, so maybe I should try to punish him somehow. c4 followed by d5 looks like an idea. Gaining the c3 square anyway for the knight. Looks pretty good. He's gonna play e6 fast, but d5 wins a tempo. So after knight e5 takes knight c3. If knight e4, I will have to play queen c1 or something. I mean, that doesn't feel like terrible. What else? Maybe after c4 I can choose. I have d4 defended 3 times, so I can choose maybe not to push d5 and play something like knight c3, and if he takes, take, have a good position with a majority. Okay, let's play c4 and then I will decide. But yeah, at least knight c3 is an option after, let's say, queen d7. No, I think he's going to play queen d6 though. Queen d6. But queen d6 I can maybe take on c5. No, he trades queens and goes knight g4, right? And knight g4 is annoying because hits the bishop, then the pawn on c5 is going to be lost anyway. But he might be worried about it. I think knight c3 is probably better. Queen d6, knight c3. And then takes, hitting the bishop. Takes, and everything's defended. Yeah. So yeah, I would only play classical online if I'm playing with a friend, and we set up a day and we say, okay, this day at this time we're gonna play a classical game. That's it. Okay, now if the queen is not on d6, I can push d5 and the knight cannot go to e5. But I guess he wants a check on a5 maybe? I don't know why queen d8. So d5? What's he planning to do? Knight b4? d5, knight b4, well, knight a3, I guess. And queen a4 check is probably worthless. I think I'm gonna go for it. I don't see a problem. d5, knight b4, knight a3, e6. e6 I always have queen a4 check. And e5 is not a move. And if knight to e4, then there's no threat on c2 anymore. I can play just bishop e2 and castle. I think I'm gonna do it. Queen a5 check first. No, but then I have time for knight c3, and if knight b4, rook c1, knight takes a2, rook a1. That's good for me, right? So queen a5 check, knight c3. If knight b4, rook c1, and knight takes a2, I have rook back to a1. And okay, let's say he plays knight e4. So queen a5 check, knight c3, knight e4, or queen c5 check, knight c3, knight b4, rook c1, knight e4. I think in both cases, at the very least, I have bishop d2. Right? I have bishop d2 in both cases. So knight b4, I have to go knight a3. I think. Maybe he goes knight a5, queen a5 now, but I have bishop d2 again. Queen a5, I have bishop d2. e6, I thought I had queen a4. Let me check. Let me check. Let me check the check. Queen a4 check, queen d7. I guess he wants to trade queens and then argue that he's going to play knight c2, trading pieces or something. I don't know. Maybe I should go knight e5. But knight e5, pawn takes d5, queen a4 check. A4 check, queen d7. If I trade, he has to take with the knight. I like the position. I can even castle along, except a2 is hanging. Well, I like it. I think I'm gonna do it. I think it's the move that makes sense anyway, after all, so I don't want to calculate a lot here. Even if it's not the best move, it's the one that's according to plan. I have the feeling that this is not as winning as I thought. Okay, winning. Winning is an overstatement, but I have the feeling that this is not as good as I thought. But I still think I have to go for it. Queen d7. Now, a very bold move would be to play knight b5, bishop c2, and I don't know what's going on. So I guess I have to trade queens. I do have to trade queens. And he takes with the knight, I hope. Mohit Singh Harana, thanks for the follow. Well, oh yeah, he's gonna take with the knight. So then maybe knight. Nah, no. He's threatening to win a pawn on d5, and that's the annoying thing about this position, that I might have to take on e6, which I didn't want to, but I think I have to. I don't see a good pawn sacrifice like knight h4. He just moves the bishop, or not. Well, knight h4 makes some sense. Knight c2 check, take. Then I can take on e6. Yeah, actually, yeah, if I want to take on e6, it would be nice if the bishop is not defending it. So knight h4 makes a lot of sense, actually. Knight to h4, right? Let's do it. And if bishop g4, I'll keep attacking that bishop. So the plan is the bishop moves somewhere else, and I take on e6 under much better conditions than before, because now he will have to take with the f-pawn. Well, I can also play f3 here instead of taking immediately on e6. I'm worried that after f3 my knight might be a bit trapped, and I think that's his point with bishop e4. That whenever I go knight f3 back, he will be able to take it, but that's going to be the bishop pair for me. Okay, let's take first here. I think there's nothing wrong with it. I have time to play f3 anyway after that. If I choose that. All right. I don't like f3 from a positional point of view. But to be honest, from a tactical point of view, I think it's probably pushing the bishop to c6. The problem is my knight is going to be trapped. So f3, bishop c6, what do I do with my knight? Yeah, that's a big problem. Well, I can try knight b5. I can try king f2, followed by g3, knight g2. That looks like a plan. Yeah, that looks like a plan. He's gonna bring a knight to e5, and then he's gonna have a check on d3. And I will have king e2. And I will be safe. The bishop is not really great on c6, I believe. Okay, let's go for that line. I'm not 100% sure, but I didn't see anything wrong with it, so I'm gonna go for it. Bishop c6, king f2, bishop e7, g3. Hey John, thanks for pointing out that my knight is trash. I didn't realize. I've just been talking about it for the last couple of minutes, but I didn't realize. I think he might take it. If he does not take it and plays like g5, I have to go back to g2 probably. Oh yeah, that's a bit annoying. The pressure on f3. I guess I still have bishop e2. I mean, bishop h3 could be a very bold move to do. Bishop h3, bishop takes h4, bishop takes e6 check, then take on h4, then he takes with check on f3. Now that's too crazy. I don't want to lose control of the position like that. Yeah, he took obviously, and now he has the option to double rooks or that. Yeah, everything is coming. So I guess I have to go for bishop c5 or something, because if I just try to hold this position, I think I'm not going to be able. So let's, oh, he has knight d3 twice, if bishop c5. Oh. Yeah. That's unfortunate. That is really unfortunate. Okay, so I'm gonna lose a pawn. What's the best way to do it? I don't want to lose an exchange also. Let's see what he takes with. Probably with the knight first. Yeah, if bishop c5, knight h4, king g3, knight f5 looks like problems. No, wait. What am I saying? Knight h4, I take on f8. This was the trick. This was the trick. The moment he takes with the knight, I take on c5. That was the only trick I had. Okay. But he's gonna have all the threats after rook f7 or something like that. No, wait, I'm hitting a knight. I actually might have just done a good move. I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe he just plays knight to a6, sacrifices an exchange, and still has an attack. But I think I'm... or that. Let's see if I survive now. King e3, knight f5 check. King d2, king d2, rook d8 check, king c3. No more checks. Oh, king e3, he has knight c2 twice. Knight c2 twice. Regaining the exchange, or maybe not, actually. Actually, yes. And the problem is after the second check where to put my king. That's a problem. Take, take, take. Yeah, that is actually a problem, because then after, let's say, king d2, take on a1, take on a1, rook f2, I don't like that. I'm losing pawns. King e1, it's the same pretty much. But I need to save the bishop, so wow, he found a good way. Shit. I think he has a good endgame. Amazing. This is amazing. I have to go for it though. I don't see anything else. Yeah, now here, that's the thing. King d2, then he's gonna have rook f2 in the end, and king d3 looks risky, but I think is what I have to do. So that at least rook f2 is not a ping, and I can play b4 after rook f2 or rook f4. He's gonna grab some pawns, and that's not great. Maybe I should defend the edge for pawn. Let's try. I can push it to h5. And after the check on h3, king up. Yeah, okay, let's go before. Before rook takes h2, h5. Maybe b5 was a move also. So I'm a pawn down. Looks like a good move. Not too impressed though. Okay. So here. Hey, Will Wolf. Hey, Paradach. Sorry if I'm not paying a lot of attention to the chat right now. I have some issues here. How's the match going, by the way? 0-0. Okay. So bishop f3, rook h3, I guess. Then king f2. Bishop e4 could be a problem. If rook f1, just g6, right? So I think I have to go for it. I have to go for some active play on the queen side. Nothing else is working. Rook h3, maybe just king d2, protect the c3 square. Okay, I'll happily trade pawns. And let's go with the other one. If I lose these 3 for those 2, that would be terrible, because then I would have no counterplay and these 2 pawns will win. Yeah. So if he attacks the a pawn, I have a6. Also maybe c6, let's calculate. But yeah, he has the c8 square covered. That's so unfair. The more trades, the closer I am to the draw. Hopefully. Okay, rook h1, because he has e3 check. Is he intending e3 check? It's a very annoying check. Like very annoying. Like incredibly annoying check. I wanted rook h1, rook h7, because rook b1, of course, e3. The problem here is e3, I'm in trouble. My king is in trouble. But I didn't see anything else. It's like he knows how to play chess. Yeah. Don't trust our opponent's ratings. They have like initial ratings. But they're all like 2300 in bullet and stuff like that. And we're already losing 3-0. Yeah. He might just try rook a4, rook h4 maybe. That's what. But then I have bishop f3. So rook a4, bishop f3, bishop d3 maybe. Preventing king e2. Yeah, RFM lost twice. I am Jyothi, yes. I've always been Jyothi. So he tries that. Is he listening to me? So bishop f3, I hand the pawn. So first push, and if rook h4, rook g4 is not possible. Okay, let's try. Let's try this and pray. Let's pray. Now if bishop d3, I'm gonna play a7 and pray, basically. Here c7. And there maybe bishop b7. Okay. So if I take, he has rook h1. That's amazing. Okay, let's play king e2. He almost tricked me there. So take, 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 takes on c7. This should be a draw, but I might lose. Well, I have this check, which I didn't see before, and it looks like a very good one. Because now, oops, don't hand the rook, Pepe. Wait a second, if I take that, take, check, right? So I can take this, and I'm probably surviving this position, probably. I'm probably surviving because I take the e3 pawn. I mean, I should be surviving. If I don't survive this, then I'm a very bad player. And this is a draw, and I'm gonna offer the draw, or okay, I'm gonna trade on b7. I don't think I can fight to try and win this, so I'll trade there and go and run to the a1 square. Or maybe if I find the button to offer the draw, here, offering the draw now. He's a good player, he's gonna take it, yeah. All right, I fought, but he's very good. Let's play Scandi. Hey, okay, tested. Knight f3, knight f6, d4, c6, knight c3, queen d6, d4, c6, c4, queen d8 though. He goes for c4, which is normal after his move order. I'm gonna go with the queen d8 line instead. Bishop e2. Okay, bishop g4, yeah. Yeah. You don't know Scandi. Well, basically the plan is to hold the fort. That's the plan in the Scandi. Could have saved us yesterday, yeah. Next battle is on Thursday. Okay, tested. It's 3+2 on Thursday. Yeah, same hour. Danish. It's the only opening worth playing. Of course, Yanjan. And ABBA is the only band worth listening to, right? 3.5 to half. 3.5 to 1.5. Come on. This is when we start the comeback. Wow, even though his last board is he's 1100 in rapid and 2100, more than 1000 points rating difference. But that's happening with all with all their boards. It's insane. Yeah. Okay. Should I take on f3? I usually take on f3, but I feel like d5 is coming very fast. Bishop f3, castle d5. Take. I know Paradise, I know no one plays, but you can start at 1800, 1500, or 1200 if you choose to. First of all, I think it's not really fair if you're such a strong player that you choose 1200. I mean, I think that's not fair. Second, if you start, even if you start with 1200, how on earth, if you're 2100 strong in Blitz, how on earth your rapid rating is 1100? Please say no offense. Yeah, no offense. That's the that's the word I was looking for. Thank you. Okay, tested. No offense, but all right. Oh, he lost his game. Yeah, good point. Good point. I thought this was the rate. These were the ratings before the match. Yeah, maybe it's updated. It's actually updated. Yeah, because my opponent won 54 points. Oh. Okay. So let's calculate again. Bishop f3, castle d5, cd, ed, knight d. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, my only concern was d5, but in truth, d5 is usually only a problem if my king is still in the center. Here d5 looks like just a liquidation. Okay, knight b6. It's gonna go b3. What else? Well, let's try my usual a5 stuff. If only Warnaki was here, he would be proud. Okay. And we got a draw in the first board also. So after, yeah, we're losing 4-2 on 5 boards. So we're just 1 point. They need to score 1.5 points, and we need to score 3.5 points to win the match, I mean. Okay, so queen d2 is normal, then rook a1 is coming, and d5 will happen sooner or later. So if I play a4, rook a1, a3, b3, should probably be doing something against that, but I cannot play c5, I cannot play e5. Looks like I'll have problems. So whenever he plays d5, I want to trade twice there. Maybe I should play bishop b4, but I hate that move. I mean, I hate to trade that bishop for the knight. That bishop pair will kill me. So, I want to take twice on d5, and then I want not to hang anything, like my bishop on e7 or my knight on d7. How could I do that? My knight on f6 will trade on d5 as well, and then the knight can move, or the bishop can move. The knight can definitely move because the queen is really, really defended, and I can move it now. Queen c8. Rook e8 maybe. Yeah, rook e8 looks normal, but a4 cannot be that bad. Except I might lose that pawn in the end of some line. Okay, let's start with rook e8. Rook a1. I think I can play a4. If queen c2 makes sense, removing the queen from the file and putting pressure on a4, but queen c2 a3 is my idea. Yeah, with that bishop on f3, I can never go b5. If he goes for it, he's reading my ideas, or he's listening to the stream. So just in case he's listening to the stream, I'll say I'm really concerned about the move queen takes h7 now. Queen takes h7 might just be a killing. Didn't work. Okay, so b3, that's what I was saying before. That's the move I expected. Now, can I just play knight f8 and wait? I feel like my queen is in the wrong file. So queen a5, bishop d2, queen f5, typical idea of the Scandi. Probably bad one in this case. Rook a5, too crazy. Bishop b4. Queen a5, and if bishop d2, bishop b4. I like that one much. Let's go queen a5. Stream sniped. I don't think so. Well, I don't know them. Would be. I think the pairings are random the first round. I don't think they know me. And I'm definitely not featured on chess.com when I stream. But you never know. Trades. Oh boy, trades. Finally. This is the dream of the Scandi player. Knight takes c4, bishop takes, knight f6. If bishop g5, knight takes c4, bishop e7, rook e7, queen e7. Queen e4, I mean. The dream of the Scandi player. Trades. Bishop d3, maybe h6. h6, bishop e5, looks normal. And then maybe some rook to the d file, start putting pressure on d4. Especially after a move like bishop d3, d4 would be undefended. So probably bishop d3 is not the best, maybe just bishop back to f3. But I don't know, either you attack h7 or you keep the pressure on the h1, a8 diagonal, buddy. It's your call. Well, I feel like I'm surviving here, which is good. That's good. So bishop d3. So do I have time for some rook to d8 and wait for bishop g5 to play h6? No, just kidding. Bishop e5. Let's play h6 first. I have a bad feeling about going to d8 with a rook. Okay, I didn't expect that one. Queen e2. So I guess he's trying to attack. Now, queen c3 looks very, very, very risky. Where is the queen heading though? Queen f3, queen g3? That looks pretty artificial. Now I might go with a rook to d8. So rook e d8, maybe d5. Take, I'm fine. Yeah. I like this. Wait a second, let's calculate again. Take. If take, queen e4, I go back. If take with the rook, risking. Yeah, I mean, the thing is I'm defending the bishop, so that's why I calculated a bit, but I don't see any problems with d5. And yeah, queen f3 to g3 should not be a problem, I guess. He might defend with bishop e5, yeah, typical. And that also prepares queen f3, right? Okay. Pretty interesting position. My queen is lacking some squares now, but I don't think it's under pressure. Queen b6 for an exchange sack is stupid because of the bishop h7 trick. G6 is awful. G6, queen f3, knight d7. Okay, guys, it's time to move. It's time to do an ugly move. So let me calculate. Yeah, time to do an ugly move. He wanted to attack, so I needed a concrete solution here. A bit short on time. Yeah, queen e4. I calculated g6. f5 is also possible, but it looks so not appealing. Anyway, g6, yeah, I still don't see anything wrong with it. The idea is if I go g6 without the queen on e4, bishop takes g6 was a bit annoying. But after queen e4, g6, he cannot sack, and I'm threatening to take on e5. My bishop will defend very well. I think he doesn't have time. I have bishop g5 also, instead of knight takes e5 immediate. But knight takes e5 immediately looks good. He might take with the rook. He might take with the rook to be able to take on h6, right? That's his point. So bishop g5, I don't see any problem. Bishop c7, I take on f4. Yeah, bishop g5. Bishop g5, and now I'll take this. And if rook takes, I have a couple of options. Maybe queen c3, maybe queen c7, pinning the rook a bit. Okay, he didn't dare doing that. And I like my bishop. Maybe king g7 for extra solidity. h4 might be coming, h4, h5. So let's undefend f7, right? No. Let me need to do something. Well, bishop f4 is a move. Let's go bishop f4. Queen h4. Okay, he goes for this. This is like the simplest line. I thought of a different one. Okay, here I don't think he's checkmating me, but he's gonna play rook d7, and he has definitely some pressure. But queen e2, I like it. Queen e2, rook d7, rook f8. Because all of my chances rely on this a3 pawn that I so cleverly pushed before. Aha, he defends. He doesn't dare taking on b7. That makes sense. So queen h5 or queen e1. Queen h5, g4, queen h4. Yeah, let's play queen e1. At least keep an eye on the e5 pawn. Maybe b5 next, although I'm not sure if I want action on that side of the board. So queen takes h6 is not possible because I'm looking at the e5 pawn. Well, it's possible, but it's not winning a pawn. That's what I mean. It looks like a dynamically balanced position again. H4, maybe I play h5. Yeah, let's play h5. Yeah, I think my king is a bit worse than his, but I have a general feeling that this position should be equal. My rook is worse, but my queen is very active. My queen is very active, and that might help. Like queen c1 now is interesting. Queen c1, queen d4. How to activate my rook? How to activate my rook? It's a big question. That makes sense. 5 seconds of increment, Pepe. You can still be slow. Wait a second, he's gonna defend that. So maybe I have to trade queens. Well, in general, I'll try to keep queens on the board. Although rook e2 I missed. Okay, here. I'll play here. As long as I keep the queen attacked, the rook attacked, I mean. Nothing should be wrong. Four to three now. I'll try my best here. Rook b5. I'm sure he has many ways to draw. Queen f4. Queen f4, then rook b5 would be a blunder. Aha, rook there. That's an interesting move. Let's attack a2 and the rook. So finally active with my rook. Queen e4 was a strange move. Now rook e2, I have rook d1. So what is he going to do? Rook d1, rook takes b1, rook b2. Rook b2 coming. Ah, he found that. Yeah. I'm not going to be able to win this. Well, at least not immediately. Rook takes b4, rook a4. And then I'm considering rook c2. After rook a4, rook c2. I don't know what's he thinking. I mean, the move is obvious, unless I'm missing something. But what is he calculating? I mean, he has no other option. Okay, rook a4. If rook c2, maybe b4 is a problem. So I'll wait for b4 to happen, then I go rook b2. Whoa. Yeah, that was good by him. This is looking bad for me, because the c6 pawn will hang. At least I'll take the h for 1, and I'll pray. I might be able to take this one. I'm playing for the draw here. I don't think I can play for the win anymore. After I lost c6, looks very risky. But if he goes like rook c7, I might take 2 pawns for 1, and then I will play for the win. So let's see what he tries. It's 4 to 3, guys. We're fighting. We are fighting. Yeah, rook c7, rook takes e5. Rook e7. I mean, rook takes f7, rook takes e5. And it should be a draw, but I can still play on for a while. I think it should be a draw. I don't think I can win that, but at least I will have the 2 pawns, and I can put pressure. But he looks like a resourceful player. I don't know whether he has something better, though. Never mind. I think there's like a 95% chances for this game to end to finishing a draw. This looks very drawish, but at least there's a chance that I'm a pawn up in the end. But yeah, rook c7 looks like the way to go. Or if he's sniping the stream, rook takes e6 looks like the way to go. Ah, okay. He has c6 now instead of rook takes f7. c6 here, and he tries, but of course I'm going to defend my pawn. Because rook c5, rook takes f7, rook takes c6, he had rook f6, check, king g5. Oh, actually, I should have calculated that. Yeah, that was much easier, and I would still have the extra pawn. Yeah, my bad. Anyway, let's go here, and I have the feeling I can go after that pawn with my king. But let's calculate. Let's not play by feelings. Well, I have to play king g7 or king f6 or king h7, and I don't have time. So king f6. And this is going to be a draw after rook h8, for instance. It's an immediate draw. Yeah. King g7 could have been a better try, probably. But I will play on. Okay, he's trying that. I think I can try this. And now go for this. Yeah, we'll play on because, you know, the match is really tight. So every half a point counts and he can still mess up. So I'll play around. He's doing the pawn moves for me. That's good. I was going to play like 49 moves and then push a pawn. And okay, let's go with the king here. So yeah, the plan is pretty much play around, try not to force a drawing simplification, and I'll eventually find a plan. F5 might be an idea. It's probably not worth it, but I'll try. Rook g5, I go back. Okay, I'll try with f5. Yes, a lot. This is absolutely a draw, of course. But we're playing a match here, and my team is behind by just 1 point. So I will play on, just in case my opponent messes up. I don't know what to find here, but I'm trying. As long as I don't get checkmated, like king h5, king h4, rook h8 mate, I should be fine. He's doing well. Okay, let's try another idea. How many moves until I push a pawn? Not a lot, right? Ah, he found that. So king d7, rook c6, he can trade, and that's a draw. He's offering a draw now, which is a problem. Or maybe it's not a draw. Wait a second. It's not a draw. In this specific position, it's not a draw. I think. Maybe I'm wrong. 5-3 now, guys. 5-3. No bueno. He saw the problem, that's why he played king e3. Now he needs to think. He didn't he didn't think a lot. Shit. Okay, so the problem with moving the rook check king e4 is rook e5 check. I take here. Wait a second. I have some chance there. Ah, wait, he keeps checking. Five and a half, so we already lost the match. This was a triangulation. Maybe. At least we had this position with, yeah, with him to move. Okay, let's go here. Aha, the rook has no squares. Now let's go for this endgame. This is the trickiest endgame ever. And I know how to draw with white. Let's see if he knows. Okay, it's not the trickiest at this point, I think. But he can mess up. Let's see. Yeah, that was good. It's not the trickiest. It would have been the trickiest if it was one row up. But not there. I think there's no reason to keep playing, right, guys? Because we already lost the match. But I don't know whether there's tie breaks in this league. There are probably tie breaks. There are probably tie breaks. Shit. But I mean, there's no plan now. He saw the winning idea, the drawing idea, I mean. So, okay, let's do this already. Check. Last trick. Ah, he took with the rook. Okay. Yeah, accept the draw now. Okay, guys. It was a pity, but at the very least, I didn't lose. I mean, on an individual note, I managed to survive both games. I felt like he was better than me, though, or at least like maybe it was just my mind, but it felt like really, really hard to hold both games. Yeah, Camel Clutcher. We didn't get destroyed. It was there. I mean, it was close, 6-4. It wasn't that terrible. So, yeah. Oops. GG's. Um, I don't know if I could have done better in this endgame. There was just one point where I regretted instantly. A move that I made in autopilot. Let me go there. Yeah, and I played King G6 and I said, let me go there. I played King G6 and I said, I obviously defend the pawn, and then I instantly regretted. Here, C6, I said, of course I played King G6. And then the moment I said that, I just calculated that rook takes C6 actually defends E6. So even though it looks drawish as well, I think it would have been a better 2 versus 1. At least easier to push because my pawns are split. So I don't know. The 2 versus 1 that I got, it was like really hard to make anything happen. And here, uh, I'm sure this is a draw also. I mean, don't get me wrong. But at the very least, I could have had more ideas, I think. It's not the most obvious theoretically drawn endgame. Anyway, I tried my best. And yeah, okay. Next, I'll see you next time. Probably Friday, I guess. If the schedule keeps being the same. Thank you, Greeks. Yeah, bottom boards scored some points. Yeah, our bottom boards scored 1, 2, 2.5, 2.5 out of 4. But we got, yeah, we lost both games in board number 3. But this is the guy. At least from the bullet rating, this was the strongest opponent. 23, not the bullet, the blitz. His blitz rating is 2293. Yeah, this was the strongest in board number 3. And in board number 1, yeah, draw and loss. Really tough, really tough. Okay, next time we'll do better. Or, I mean, I don't think, I don't know how your games were. My games, I think I couldn't do better. But next time, maybe we have easier opponents. Okay, see you guys. Have a good day. Bye bye. You tried your best. Nice. Yeah, I'm sure they were all strong. See you. Maybe in game 1, check where the opening went wrong. Yeah, I'll have a look at that, Civilian. But right now I have things to do. I'm sorry. Yeah, so see you later. Bye bye.